of Faust, published in 1808 and 1832, respectively, are very different in form, content, and style. The story is peopled by emperors and nobles, as well as characters drawn from classical mythology and even the Bible. The plot and setting are wide-ranging, even grandiose, and the Bible is one of the play's main motifs. References to the Bible appear frequently throughout Faust. The epigraph to part 1, "In the beginning was the deed," is a reference to the Gospel according to John. In the prologue in Heaven, Mephistopheles talks about "that old aunt of mine," the famous snake, a reference to the snake that tempts Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. Also in the prologue, the Lord asks, "Do you know Faust, my good servant?" This is an allusion to Job 1:8. "And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?" Such references continue through to the end. In part 1, Mephistopheles, also known as the devil, or Mephisto for short, meets with the Lord in heaven and bets he can tempt the Lord's favorite human, Faust, away from goodness. Meanwhile, on Earth, this eminent scholar, Faust, is deeply dissatisfied with his life. He believes he's learned everything he can through scholarship and needs to start experiencing things. Alchemy and magic is a motif that comes up here. Faust has turned to alchemy and is studying its symbols. This motif pervades Faust, and either alchemy or magic is mentioned by Faust, Mephistopheles, or another character in almost every scene. Alchemy can be seen as a metaphor in that Faust is somehow an alchemical combination of several other characters in the play, especially the arrogant student and the studious Wagner. Places of scholarship is also a main symbol. Both Faust's study and Wagner's laboratory are places full of books and lab equipment. They symbolize the scholarship that Faust leaves behind and Wagner clings to. They may contain the trappings of learning, but they're devoid of experience. Consequently, they are both prisons for the men who inhabit them. Mephistopheles turns up in Faust's study and offers to help. They make a contract. Mephistopheles will become Faust's slave on Earth, helping him experience life to the fullest. But if Faust ever feels completely satisfied, he will die immediately and become Mephistopheles' slave in hell. Mephistopheles takes Faust to visit a witch and get a potion that will make the old professor young again. Faust feels a youthful response to everything around him, especially pretty young women. He sees and immediately falls for a girl called Gretchen. With Mephistopheles' help, Faust meets Gretchen, and soon they fall in love, and she becomes pregnant. When her brother Valentine learns his once virtuous sister is unmarried and pregnant, he attacks Faust. With Mephistopheles' help, Faust wounds Valentine mortally. Being unmarried and pregnant is one of the greatest sins a girl can commit, and the village is bound to turn against Gretchen, especially after Valentine brands her a whore with his dying words. Faust, who has to flee after killing Valentine, attends a Walpurgis night celebration with Mephistopheles. Walpurgis night is the eve of the feast day of Saint Walpurga, an English saint who was an abbess in Germany and renowned for her power to heal the sick.